Hi everyone, it's Amani, and thank you so much for joining me in my sketchbook. I am completing a challenge of drawing heads, and I've also mixed in some full body drawings because I'm trying to figure out what my comic book style is going to be. And this is what I was hoping for because I don't really care for any of these drawings today. Like, there are some sweet spots in them, but I remember last video I was expressing how I felt like I didn't push enough in my exploration of coloring techniques. And this time I definitely did. And I went too far, like I said, I wanted to go just to see how much I needed to pull back and what I like and what I don't like. And in doing this, no lie, I feel like I'm probably just going to do digital coloring over my traditional inks. One, it'll be a lot faster. I'm really fast at inking, especially after being a tattoo artist for a couple of years. Like, now inking is just a breeze. But I don't have all the colors I need um, for marker drawings. So instead of worrying about like having all the colors I need, which is why I ended up getting a watercolor and gouache sets in the past. I forgot about that. But those take time to dry, right? Or, those are a whole nother animal of mixing colors. So I was like, you know what? Why not bridge the gap, do traditional inking, and then do digital coloring on top. And if I am missing the texture that comes from traditional, there are plenty of brushes out there that I could use to add that back in. So yeah, with this one, I really liked how it looked with just the two tones together. But I went in and tried to add this orangey pinkish color, like corally color that she had in her tone throughout. But again, I don't have like paler pinky orangey colors, so I had to overlay a skin tone on top of it to try to tone it down and blur it out a bit. And I think just how unsure I was about all of it made the strokes kind of patchy, and I just wasn't loving it. Funny enough, this is actually one of my favorite ones once it's done, but um, I don't know. I really like the 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 angular line work I did in pushing the design. Um, Most of the drawings in this spread are like that. I'd been watching Scooby Doo Mystery Inc. If you have not seen Scooby Doo Mystery Inc., please watch it. It is the best Scooby Doo out there. Um, like, the storyline, it's well written. The characters are well written. It's funny. It's aware of itself. Like, it has callback jokes from past Scooby Doo's and like old cartoons from the original Scooby Doo time, and it's just so funny. It's so good. Highly recommend. It's only 2 seasons. They finished out in two. Wish there was more, but it gets insane. But there's like an actual storyline for this particular series, and I love it. I feel like it came out so long ago. Like I can't even remember, but like earlier 2000s, early 2010s maybe. It came out and like everybody missed it just about, I feel, cuz every time I bring it up people are like, "What? What is that?" So watch it. Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated, Mystery Inc. So good. But the style of the line art for that show is very angular. It's a very good adaptation to from the original, and like updating it for modern cartoons. But I think I was inspired by that show to add even more angles and exaggeration to my art. And there I am, like struggling with this. That's why I was like, you know what? I just need to use ink. Oh, okay. You know, I people are trying to get in their last few days of sun on their motorcycles and convertibles. I get it. So yeah, I'm like I'm struggling with the color pencil inking with it. Essentially, I love the way it looks though. That's the thing. I freaking love the texture, especially when I get to the hair. You'll see I'm just going ham, trying to get this like interesting texture and not being like too precious about it. And I think it looks really cool um, on top of the brown color. Like it just pops. But the skin, I really struggled. I should have just used my imagination to get it how I want it rather than trying to follow what I saw exactly in the picture. So this next one, I tried to, have a clear color palette in mind, going in with my favorite lime chartreuse color. And kind of using a cell shading technique. The reference pick made it easy to do this because whoever did the lighting for this photography killed it. It's awesome. But they lit her in very like warm colors like this. So it was very easy to choose these colors because that's pretty much what the image looked like. But my only challenge was to design the shapes of the highlights and shadows. And I think that's the only thing I really want to do. I want to focus on the design. And I think what draws me to the angular line work is, because like thinking in comics, I'm like, I'm going to have to be drawing these characters over and over and over again. And if I have actual angles, then like math is absolute. So if I have like a clear angle that I establish in a character turnaround, like it'll be easier to recreate an angle rather than like an organic figure. That's how I'm thinking about it anyway. I don't know if I'll actually do it that way. Because, like I said, my natural inclination is not to do sharp angles. I prefer to draw very fluidly, but I just like the way it looks all angular. We'll see. Maybe I'll bridge the gap. I don't know. But I think this one was the easiest to get through, and I could see like a whole style like this. So Um, yeah, just going in with the third color now. And it's really starting to pop, trying to differentiate everything. But now I'm actually, speaking of shows, I'm actually inspired by another show. It's an anime. If you guys haven't seen Dandadan, oh my god, it's so good. I'm so mad. Actually, today's Thursday. I think the new episode comes out today. It's on Netflix, and it's an amazing anime. Like they hooked me. Another well written show. I have not read the manga. Um, I haven't really read manga in a while, actually. Um, I don't know. It's expensive. I'm not. I'm not in the market for it at the moment. But yeah, I love the way it's written. I love the style. Like they really take some artistic liberties to intensify certain scenes. They'll like change up the art style when things are like going crazy, or or even if a character is feeling like crap, like the art will look kind of crappy but intentionally, so it still looks cool. So yeah, I'm pretty obsessed. Yeah, Reg is too. Reg really likes it. Reg is my boyfriend, by the way, but he freaking loves it, and yeah, I can't wait to be like, yo, it's on, it's on, let's go, because we've already watched it um, a second time in anticipation for the second episode. So yeah, I kind of like this quick, like three color down and then the line work in a different color. So like four colors total. It's simple. I could see myself doing a comic like that, but I think digital is the way to go. This one kind of broke my heart because I loved the drawing that I did for it. And then I loved just the two tones. Like, yeah, and I had like a whole story for her. Like, in the end, she ended up being a siren, but, um, which is, yeah, that's what I want, because her hair in the original photo had this wet look. So I was like, yeah, a siren would be perfect. But look at this. Just with the two tones, it was looking so cool to me. Another reason why I'm like, let me just do inks and be done with it is because I have been secretly participating in Inktober, and I have drawn about 10 comic book pages um, based off of the prompts, the word prompts for this year, and it's I'm like, I don't know if I can do this type of process for all these pages, and I'm not even like halfway there. But I can ink them pretty quickly. I was like, I could probably ink all of these pages in a day. I probably could. And then, take the time to like lay down some flats, and then, go back and add texture and the right colors and everything. Because I think all I want is like a base color that goes from um, light to dark, top to bottom, and then a shadow color that goes from dark to light, maybe. That might be interesting. Okay, that's like one more test I'm gonna do in this sketchbook. Because, like, you'll see in the last drawing that that is what I um, discovered. Like, that's what I saw in my head that I wanted to do. Because I love gradients and I think they could look really cool. Um, like, I've seen them in comics. Of course, they're usually digitally colored, so I'm like trying to recreate that traditionally, which is a little challenging, as you can see me struggling with. But yeah, like I said, I kept adding cut, like something just wasn't quite right, and I just kept adding and adding. Um, I think because like I saw her looking more intense in my head, and she was looking kind of sweet. So yeah, I'm just adding more dimension, and she's starting to like actually look scary to me. She's definitely siren material. So far, this challenge has taught me that I need to write a villain, a female villain, because I'm really good at drawing like evil looking women. Like, what the heck? Um, yeah, and a little highlight. This is a Faber Castell white pen in like 1.5, I think. And immediately hate that I added that. So yeah, I just go away from that because I added more to it. But I was like, let me just move on. And here's like my little test of me trying that ombre thing I was telling you about, or the gradient thing. But I got distracted. So when I came back to this, I definitely did not layer the way I was supposed to. And so it's just not as smooth overall. Um, I think my design choices were bad for this, but I work it out. Like, I like this in the end. I think it's really interesting and I learned a lot from it, which is what I wanted. But yeah, I don't know why I got so stuck on his face for a while. I'll zoom back in at some point. But this is where I was like, oh wait, I was supposed to layer this brown color over the pink. It was supposed to be like an all over kind of color. Like everything was supposed to be pink that was pink, and then I would just put the skin tone over it. So I really, really messed up, and I'm like backtracking, trying to fix that. Me blending the blue and purple together. So this was like kind of a cool discovery. So I went over with that color that for the highlight, and then in between that line of the highlight and the cast shadow, I put this orange color, if you can see, and it just makes it look like he's actually backlit by the sun, which I really, really like. Looks pretty cool. I was like, definitely going to implement that in another drawing. Yeah, I can't wait to. I'm also working on a portfolio website. A lot of my drawings are portraits, which I'm not really, I'm trying to get away from. Like, I still enjoy doing them, but I really want storytelling to be my main thing. Like, I have um, some storyboards, but I need to make more storyboards because a lot of them are still under NDA, so I can't just post them. It's just so annoying. So it's like I have to like create my own storyboards and like ask other people if they need them that I can use for my portfolio. Um, yeah. But yeah, I cannot wait to have like a good, reliable online portfolio to share. But yeah, he's also one of the only characters I really made for this. Like, I imagined him cutting this tree with like a special knife that made it ooze out this I don't know, this thick sap. And I had fun like making his angular character design as well. Thought it was really cool. Um, and the sap, I realized, like, I was like, oh, this links into the previous page I did with my ninja girl, and she had um, like that goop on her throwing dagger or whatever. But yeah, that's it. I do like how that looks, but you know, it just wasn't exactly what I would be going for. I feel like overall this took way too much time. There are some sweet spots in it, but overall I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to oops. I think I'm going to just ink and digitally color after all that. Oh, so funny. So yeah. Um I guess you'll see me on my iPad in videos to come. I'm not gonna just go full digital, but because I love this process. But you know, I I don't know. I'm open. I'm open to other things. If I had more time, I definitely would take more time to think about this whole thing. Um, but I think I just need to act and just need to start finishing the stuff. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this in any way, please consider subscribing. I post videos weekly now. Um, and the goal is to, you know, have a finished portfolio and have a, well, not finished, but a full portfolio and a comic book in the works. So that is all. Stay tuned for the next one. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.